Good morning and welcome to Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. And Sheriff, we're back for another episode and a really interesting topic we have today. I didn't know this, but October, the first week of October, is Youth Sports Awareness.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing to have any month, quite honestly, with sports awareness, because we have so many kids in our community who sports are an extension of their ability to get out in the community. And without some sports activities, sometimes they wouldn't. I know there are kids like myself when I was a young man. Sports was it.
Right.
And so I was at all the basketball games, football games, and that kind of thing. And I socialized through sports. So having this month, being designated as that month for our youth, tells us that we need to get on the stick here in Leon County and do some good things for our kids during this month with sports.
Well, so interesting you should say that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
We're going to be talking today about a new partnership we have with the Foundation for Leon County Schools. And, you know, the thing about youth and sports is that it's something to keep them busy, of course, but that mentorship with the coaches can be another very valuable component.
Yeah, like I said, many times these kids don't get a chance outside of sports to sit down with people who are professionals who are in a position to mentor not only about sports, but about life issues on the whole, and get the experience to see and talk to professionals in professions that perhaps they never thought about applying for themselves as a future occupation. And to have those kind of interactions, I think bodes well for our community. It means the next generation of our kids in our community will have a chance. Sometimes otherwise they wouldn't have a chance to have these interactions, these dialogues, but through sports, people like myself, I see some of these kids being able, hopefully one day, be a sheriff of Leon County because of those encounters they had with people like Bobby Green of the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, so we're going to be talking with one of our members who is coaching football, but then we're also going to be talking about this new partnership where some of our deputies are going to be coaching in the middle schools, which that is such an impressionable age, and so many of our members within the Sheriff's Office wear these other hats out in the community.
Yeah, Shawn, I think you know how I feel about the third grade reading levels. And getting our kids prepared at elementary school and middle school are vital. And the opportunity our people have in the Leon County Sheriff's Office to mentor with these kids and to build those relationships and to see law enforcement in a different light, not seeing law enforcement as the big bad boogeyman, but as a person in the community that's there to help and assist them through their life's journey. That's what this is all about.
It is what it's all about. So we want to make sure you all stick around. Coming up after the break, how LCSO is hitting a home run, partnering with the Foundation for Leon County Schools. Stay tuned.
Good morning. This is Sergeant Sean Edwards with the Leon County Sheriff's Office Recruiting Unit, and this is your Safety Tip Tuesday.
According to the National Safety Council, tens of thousands of crashes take place in parking lots and garages every year. Here's how to avoid becoming one of those numbers. For drivers, stay focused and alert whenever you are behind the wheel. It does not matter if you're in a parking lot or on the freeway going 7 miles per hour or 70. Obey traffic signs in the parking lot and remember to use your turn signals. Try to always park in well-lit areas, for example, under a light if you can. Always remember to be aware of your surroundings, especially when you are alone. While walking in the parking lot, make sure to make eye contact with drivers so you know that they see you. Establish rules and safety tips for your children to abide by in parking lots.
And that was your safety tip. Have a nice day.
Start your new career as a corrections officer at one of the state's most innovative agencies, the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
When I left the academy, my training never stopped.
Work with state-of-the-art technology.
You can make a lot of money at a very young age.
Starting pay is $50,000 a year with amazing benefits.
Firearms, taser, driving training.
A better work-life balance with more time off.
They're going to sponsor you through the academy and pay you while you're there.
Join the family. Apply today at leoncountyso.com.
Welcome back. The Leon County Sheriff's Office is teaming up with the Foundation for Leon County Schools to help local kids. Joining me now is Executive Director Eric Clark. Eric, tell me about the foundation and what exactly do you guys do at the Leon County Foundation for kids?
Yeah, we are the direct support organization for Leon County Schools, which means that all the funding that we raise has to be used for the benefit of the Leon County Schools. We've been very fortunate that we've been able to grow our funding base in the last 3 to 4 years with some new grants, some new funding partners, and we're really excited about some of the new programs we're able to bring to our school system. One of the things we're best known for is our innovative teacher grants, and we'll give out about $140,000 this year in classroom grants that the teachers can use to make
Fantastic.
neat things for their
Yeah.
kids.
Wow. So you give the grants out to the schools. How do you decide which schools receive the foundation
Yeah,
dollars?
there's an application process. The teachers have to apply through an online portal, and then after that, they are submitted to a review committee, and the review committee does not know which school they're from or which teacher they're from. It's a blind review, which is good because that way we feel there's no biases, which most times the best grants, sort of the cream rises to the top, and we've been very blessed to see some really neat things. This past year we funded some drones. In the past we've funded a hydroponic program down at Swift Creek Middle School. We've bought book vending machines, a little bit of everything. The teachers are very, very creative.
Sounds like they should be with what you guys are doing. Now, you've just partnered with Leon County Sheriff's Office on one of the initiatives that I really love, Badges in Baseball, something I had some involvement with when I was in the IACP, International Association of Chiefs of Police. So tell us about this partnership we have with us.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. Thanks to Lieutenant Brendan Bruner and his involvement not only with the Sheriff's Department, of course, but with the Foundation for Leon County Schools. He's on our board of directors. This was something I brought to his attention, is that I have a friend that was one of the people that led the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation, which is where the Badges for Baseball program is developed, and it's where they lead you and give you all the materials. It's a wonderful program because it's a character development program, but it's also a program that teaches the kids resiliency, how to be a good person. But the component we really like is that there's going to be a sheriff's deputy that's going to be volunteering at each of the middle school baseball teams this year in Leon County. This is the first year that Leon County has had middle school baseball. They're doing it in the fall so that it doesn't cause any scheduling issues with the spring baseball. We're really excited about it. I know they've had record numbers of kids who've come to try out, but there's going to be an opportunity for the sheriff's deputies to work with those kids, and also for those kids to see the sheriff's deputies in a different light. Sometimes, unfortunately, the only time we see law enforcement is when it may be a negative situation. And this will be an opportunity for our young people to see, hey, Deputy Smith is an okay guy, He helps me, he taught me how to run the bases better, instead of it just always being something negative. So I think it's going to be a win-win for us both, and I know it's going to be a win for the kids.
I agree with you. I am excited about the opportunity to partner with you. So when does it kick off? When do we kick off the...
They're starting practice this week. The first games are at the end of October. It'll run through December, and like I said, we're super excited. The deputies are all ready to go, and now we just got to make sure that the kids...
How can our viewers learn more about the Badges in Baseball?
Yeah, just come to the Leon County Schools, Foundation for Leon County Schools website, which is foundationforlcs.org. They can get some more information there, or they're more than welcome to give me a call or drop me an email, and I'm listed on the Leon County School website.
Well, Eric, thank you and the foundation for the great work you're doing.
Thank you.
Coming up, an LCSO captain shares why he decided to be a high school football coach in his spare time. Stay tuned.
At the Florida Sheriff's Association, we are able to serve our sheriffs and Floridians thanks to our members' support. The FSA Member Perks program was created to give back to our members for all that they do. Members enjoy savings on restaurants, vacations, golf courses, car rentals, healthcare, movie tickets, theme parks, online shopping, and more. With over 300,000 offers, you'll always find ways to save. To learn more or to join the Florida Sheriff's Association, visit fsamemberperks.org.
We're back with LCSO Captain Bobby Green. Bobby, tell us about your views as a law enforcement officer, and tell me about your experience at the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
Well, Sheriff, I'm in my 29th year at the Sheriff's Office. I started my career at the detention center and decided to change pathways and come to law enforcement. So I came to law enforcement side and worked in uniform patrol, investigations, school resource. Of course, throughout that time, that tenure, I've been promoted several times. As you know, I'm a captain now, and I work investigations. I enjoy, being a positive role model in Tallahassee and Leon County, you know, whether it's in a uniform, out of uniform. So I've been doing it a while now, not as long as you, but I'm getting closer there. So I enjoy it, and as long as I still get up and come to work and can enjoy my day, I'll continue to do it.
Now, I know how busy we keep you in the Leon County Sheriff's Office. I know all the assignments you've got and what you're working with and all those kind of things. How in the world do you find time for coaching high school football?
I make time. I've spoken so many times that so much in this community, you know, you can always do more. So I thought this was an opportunity for me to give back to my alumni here in Tallahassee and try to be and I heard it being said earlier in your show, being a mentor, being a positive mentor to show these kids a different view of law enforcement, and it stretches my days. And I know for a fact that you get up early and you stay up late. So I know sometimes I get 26 hours out of 24 hours, and you know, I have a great support from family and also from jobs, so it allows me to be able to extend those, you know, hours in a day, and I try to get the most out of it each day I can.
Now, I know that Coach Novel doesn't have anything to worry about, but what made you want to be a coach?
I've always wanted to be a coach. It's giving back. It's teaching. As with the Sheriff's Office, I'm an instructor, adjunct instructor in certain aspects. So I think it's giving a part of you back to someone else. Something I remember when I was a high school kid here in Tallahassee, going to Godby, like I said, and I remember the coaches. I just remember the words, the positive inspirations they gave you, the positive role models they were, and I look up to them to the day. So I figured, you know, I do it in law enforcement aspect, so why not give back in that aspect also? You know, and I enjoy seeing, you know, the rewards that you reap. When you teach somebody something and they go out in the field and they execute it, that's the most beneficial, you know, thing I can get out of coaches is seeing the excitement from the kids when they get it right on the field.
Yeah, Bobby, you know, one of the things that's difficult for us to do in law enforcement is to make those connections with young kids. Many times they see us with the uniform on, and particularly in the African American community, there's a lot of pushback about, you know, us being cops. How do you experience that? Have you experienced any pushback, and how do you handle that?
Oh, the kids have been very, very receptive. Last year I had a senior, he gave me a nickname Coach Cop, and you know, it kind of stuck. It was kind of cute. He said Coach Cop, he called me Coach Cop, but you know, the kids migrate. They understand what I do for a living. I tell them I see so much negativity in our young black men in my profession, so I want to see something positive. So if I can be, you know, 4 or 5 hours out of the day to be a positive influence and keep them from doing something negative during that idle time in their day, I think that's beneficial in every aspect that I can see. So, you know, I feel like I'm just doing something that benefits the whole community, and seeing that, and very receptive to my job. You know, I get no pushback. They enjoy it, but they respect me in that aspect. And I tell them all the time, you know, don't take my kindness for weakness, you know, because I see so much negativity that I choose not to be so overbearing on you all in the field. I chose to show them all the positive things.
Yeah, you heard me talking earlier with Eric about badges in baseball. Why is it so important that for sports to be a vehicle by which our kids can transform their lives? Why is that so important?
As you see, we have two living examples right here. Ourselves, we played sports, and it kept us out of devilish, you can say. You know, you're not, you know, you get out of school, especially high school, you get out at 2 o'clock. That's a lot of hours between 2 and between parents get home. So it keeps you in a structured setting. You know, you're around like people that's doing the same things like you. It keeps them from getting involved in negative things in the community. So, and it's a family. It's a family network. They trust you, and you know, it's just showing love. That's one thing that, you know, on our team, our coaches and our kids, we teach them to tell each other another man say I love you, and that's big in our community right now, to show love for each other.
Yeah, you're right, Bobby. That love piece is something our kids sometimes go lacking of, and the fact that you're stepping in, I commend you for what you're doing to impact the kids of our community. Thank you. Up next, in our Deputy on Duty, we meet the LCSO duo helping to change the lives of people experiencing homelessness. Stay tuned.
In times of stress such as quarantine, what goes on behind closed doors can be terrifying, but you don't have to suffer in silence. Help is here. Love is not controlling, love is not frightening, and love is not violent. Love is respect. If you need assistance or just want to talk, we are here. In Florida, call the Domestic Abuse Hotline at 800-500-1119 to speak to someone in your area. Or for more information, email the Domestic Violence Coordinating Council at dvcctally@gmail.com.
On this episode of Deputy on Duty, we bring you an in-depth look at the Leon County Sheriff's Office's Homeless Outreach Street Team, better known as the Host Unit.
Our goal more is to meet and connect with people, so we have a little bit of a softer uniform, so they feel more comfortable talking with us. Also, the Tahoes being unmarked is so when we're parked on the side of the road, it doesn't draw as much attention to where these folks are, and just makes them more comfortable.
Their primary focus is interacting with those experiencing homelessness with the goal of determining what programs and services they need most.
We get started at 7 o'clock every morning. We kind of decide where we're going to go depending on what our service providers may need to go or who they need to go see. And then we go out and we meet with individuals where they are. We take service providers where they are. That's the woods. If it's on a street corner, that's a street corner. So our day varies from day to day on what we do.
So anytime we have a storm coming or cold weather or anything important that might affect the unsheltered population, we devise a plan to go out and meet as many as we can. A lot of times they don't have cell phones, they don't have the technology or media to know when stuff is coming, so we'll go out and let them know where shelters are, and just give them the resources they need.
According to a recent survey by the Big Bend Continuum of Care, over 600 individuals in Leon County find themselves without stable housing, either in emergency shelters or on the streets. The urgent need for support and assistance led to the creation of the Host Unit back in June of 2022.
So service providers work through their process, and they do their paperwork, they do their application, and then they work to find them an apartment, duplex, townhouse, whatever that is that the landlord rent, and we literally are watching people move from the street into their own place, to kind of start changing their lives again.
The Host Unit works with community partners to focus on educating those interested about local social services, encouraging them to use those social services and referrals, or to provide criminal enforcement if needed.
I will tell you, I think being Host, and when you go all in, is we have garnered support and a working environment with our service providers to be all in that portion, because they are literally coming to the streets with us. They're willing to work, and we're trying to do this from, all hands on deck approach to trying to, serve our individuals who are experiencing homelessness and get them off the street and getting them to the right services.
The Host deputies undergo specialized training, which includes crisis intervention, mental health, first aid, and emergency medical protocols.
This has been probably one of the most rewarding jobs I've done over the last 20 years. It's been fun. It's something different every day. We have taken 2, 3, 4 mile hikes into the woods just to connect with people. Nobody really understands like the lengths and the depths that we'll go through tracking through the woods just to try to connect a person with services.
Deputy Pacielli explains his role in the Host Unit is extremely different from one of a typical deputy, but at the end of the day, helping others is always their ultimate goal.
So to me, to be all in is the things that we do, going to businesses, reaching out to business partners to help with employment, to work with our service providers. We all kind of work together as a team.
I'm going to tell you, I've had a lot of memorable days, but the most recent was probably about 6 months into Host, being active and us starting, telling that individual that they were moving off the street and going to housing, and watching the tears flow and the thankfulness of all the work that was put in to get that person there.
To learn more about the different units at the Leon County Sheriff's Office and how you can transition your skills into a career with LCSO, visit our website, leoncountyso.com. I'm Angela Sherrod for Leon County Today.
Start your new career as a corrections officer at one of the state's most innovative agencies, the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
When I left the academy, my training never stopped.
Work with state-of-the-art technology.
You can make a lot of money at a very young age.
Starting pay is $50,000 a year with amazing benefits.
Firearms, taser, driving training.
A better work-life balance with more time off.
They're going to sponsor you through the academy and pay you while you're there.
Join the family. Apply today at leoncountyso.com.
Download the Leon County Sheriff's Office mobile app right now. Our mobile app makes it easier than ever to report a crime and get important safety alerts. You can also see who's been booked at the Leon County Detention Facility and follow reported crimes in your neighborhood, all in one convenient location in the palm of your hands. Download LCSO Connect right now. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play by searching LCSO Connect.
Welcome back to Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. Sheriff, our host unit, that is our homeless outreach street team. You know, there are two of them, but they make a big impact in our community.
They are doing a tremendously great job. I've had so many citizens come up and inquire what they're doing and then really show their appreciation, saying that this is something that the entire community should be engaged in trying to deal with the homeless population that we have. Significant issues. We've got, as you know, we've got other states around the country that are sending people to Leon County with bus tickets and that sort of thing, which makes our problems even more difficult to deal with. But I have to say, our two people are really, really making a tremendous dent on this problem. It's just being human, quite honestly. It's just seeing the humanity of these persons who have fallen on hard times and being able to step into the gap, if you will, and try to bring services to those individuals. And I think, quite honestly, with the Leon County Sheriff's Office and our countywide partner, the City of Tallahassee, obviously Leon County government, all of us are working very hard to try to deal with this issue. But it's going to take, as I've always said, Shonda, you know I talk about this all the time, all of us engaged with a plan to deal with these issues so that we can not only have momentary victories,
right,
but sustainable victories for these citizens in our community. So I'm hopeful that this is one of the first steps,
right,
but it's going to require all the community to get engaged with this.
It will. Very important issue for sure. And then so excited for badges in baseball. That's going to be such a great program.
I am so excited about that. Everywhere they've done it across the country, it's been a great success. Buying many kids, they can't, when you play baseball, you play tennis and all that, you got to buy those equipment to go with those things. And many of the kids don't have the equipment to go out and actually play. That's why they ask, why is it that kids play football so much? Well, it's just one ball.
Right.
And you throw that one ball and you don't have to put on any more clothing. You don't have to have a bat, a ball, a hat, and catcher's pads and all that stuff. So baseball, badges in baseball is going to be a big hit, I hope, here in Tallahassee, and bring some of the kids that otherwise wouldn't be able to play into an environment where they can play baseball.
Awesome. Well, we'll be watching to see how that action takes place. Thanks so much, Sheriff. And we want to thank you all for joining us for another episode. We will see you back here next week.